What's up, everybody? This is the Boomer Backfield. My name is Colby.
My name is Spencer May.
And I'm Kylan.
And it's Thanksgiving week. It's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. So, in our appreciation, we want to thank you guys for watching this podcast. Starting a podcast is not easy, and we want to continue to deliver you guys the best content. So, if you're watching this, we're grateful for you, and we hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Being said, please like and subscribe the podcast anywhere you do social media. We're on everything. So if you look us up, you'll find us.
You'll find it.
And follow, like, and subscribe. We're going to try to give you the best content and continue to deliver on that promise. With that being said, it's LSU versus Oklahoma. Last game of the regular season. And then we have a bowl game. Now we have a bowl game because of last weekend's game. So this is a really exciting week, not in the sense that it has anything to do with the playoff or really it doesn't have any bowl implications because we're already in. So it's really just a game, but it'll be fun to go watch the boys play in Baton Rouge and go to that environment and see the crazy Cajuns down there trying to put us in a shrimp boil with their pet alligators snapping at us as we walk by at our ankles. So
They're not going to like that one.
They probably won't.
That's all right.
His name's Jim. He ain't my pet alligator. It's a pet gator. It's the same thing.
It's a crocodile.
What's a Cajun name?
I just think they have like regular names.
No, they got
like
Cajun names.
Like their last name, yeah, but they just have like regular name. It's probably
It would be like
there's probably like a Colby, but it's like
no, it's probably
Ladoo.
Bobby. It's probably Bobby Shrimp Boil. That's his name.
All right, bro. Okay.
All right. Anyways,
This guy. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Said Bobby Shrimp.
Bubba. That's a Cajun
Bubba's
name.
a Cajun name.
They just call him
Yeah.
Bubba. Yeah, that's
Yeah, but that's not their name.
yeah.
that's right.
It's like bro, his name is
Sometimes it
Chris.
is.
Well, I feel like you.
I've met a Bubba.
I feel like in Louisiana you just call everybody Bubba.
You call it like Bubba
Like,
or
you
like
just,
I don't
you
even
just
know.
walk up.
I got
to
a
people
cousin.
and
His name is
call
Junebug.
Bubba. Okay.
Like,
And you said there's no Cajun names?
that's not because that's not his name. Like that's not his real name, but that's like what you call him, like nicknames. The only Cajun thing is like last names. I feel like it's like E-A-U-X.
Well, that's what I meant. Like, I mean,
Like
it's
nicknames?
both. Like
Oh.
what you call somebody. Sure,
Okay.
give me the real name, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like everybody just calls each other Bubba now. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? And honey and
And
that's
sweetheart.
like the ladies.
South.
Yeah, well, like the ladies call like a young man like honey.
You think we'll get called like sweetheart or something like that?
Probably, yeah. If we go to like out to eat and like there's a lady serving us.
Should we go to a cookout? No. The answer is no.
Not again. Dude, yeah, I don't know.
Uh,
I just think everybody calls Bubba down there. Bubba.
Cookout again?
No, absolutely not.
I'll
I
pass.
kind of want it though. It sounds really good right now. I had the chocolate cherry milkshake. Oh my gosh. So good. It's so good.
It's so good.
Do they have cookouts down there?
I don't know, actually. Probably not.
I didn't think they did.
Cookout in Louisiana. I know they have
Maybe they might. I don't know. Do they?
in Louisiana.
We're going to get back locked in, but we just got to figure this out
Yeah,
real
this
fast.
is
Just
important.
real fast, real
Yeah,
important.
yeah.
They got it in Monroe.
Ooh,
Oh, that's
wee.
not. Wait, that's not the. That's
That's
the
the
cookout.
cookout.
Oh, yeah. That's
Cookout
different.
locations.
Oh,
That's
man.
different.
Here we go.
I don't think so.
We're diving into the map.
No, I don't think they do.
Oh, what
Oh.
the?
Yeah, they're all in like the Carolinas and
Well, that's
there's
not
one
true.
in
There's
that-
one
there's
in-
one
they
in
have
Georgia and
Georgia's
Alabama.
and
Oh, there's one right there. We know that.
Memphis.
Search radius.
We sure know that there's one in Memphis.
Yeah, this map.
That's-
ain't,
that's
this
for
map
certain.
ain't mapping.
The map ain't mapping.
Baton Rouge. Here we go.
Oh,
The closest one is like the opposite direction in Harrisburg, Mississippi.
Hattiesburg.
Hattiesburg.
Ooh, Jackson,
Huh.
Mississippi. All right. Yeah, we're not going to cookout, guys.
I'll tell you what. If we go to the Birmingham Bowl in Alabama, there's a cookout there, but I'm not going because I'm not going to the game.
I'm not. Yeah.
Anyways, first USF.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get into the game. Time to play the game. What do you guys think so far with this game?
I mean, I'll just say I don't think any team has a reason to be playing. Like they don't have like a what'd you call that? Like a stake in the game.
Yeah.
No, they don't have playoff implications, and they also don't have like a bowl loss implication. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of just like sad.
Yeah.
It's just sad.
Yeah.
Like, there really is just not much about this game that's like intriguing. It's one of those games that's like, if I was not an OU fan, I probably wouldn't put it on the TV. I might check on it, but
It's like an exhibition.
yeah, it
Literally,
truly is.
That's what it is.
It truly is.
Yeah.
Like, you might even, I mean, the bowl players or the guys that want to sit out the bowl game could probably sit this one out. I mean, it's just not that big a deal. I mean, it will get us out of the Frisco Bowl if we win. That'd be nice, but that's really about the only implication that there is for either team,
Tickets as low as $23.
which is crazy.
Because if you looked at the ticket prices in August,
300.
$300, $400.
$350.
Same for the Bama game.
Yeah.
Tickets for the Bama game was like $50.
Yeah.
Spencer got in for $50.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I just feel like it's one of those things where it's just kind of like I'm excited to like see the environment, but I don't think it'll be like the full. It's not gonna be like the full effect because
yeah,
it's a night game. Like there will obviously be a lot of people there. I know that, but it's like
No, I know what you're saying though.
the only reason, if I'm an LSU fan, the only reason I'm coming is because I haven't like seen OU play. Like
Yeah.
obviously they weren't there in 2019 when we
Yeah.
got spanked.
Yeah.
Like no student was there, so it's like,
Yeah.
oh, OU's coming to town. We never seen them play. Same reason that like we go to some of these
Yeah.
games, or other fans go to these games
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
because we've never seen the team. Like
Yeah.
South Carolina,
Yeah.
people aren't coming to that game just it's South Carolina. I've never seen South Carolina
Yeah.
play, so
Literally
I mean,
never.
Literally, I've
OU
never
has
seen,
never played
yeah.
South Carolina.
So
yeah.
that's really the only reason. And I mean, like both, I think it'll honestly probably might be a solid game actually, because both teams like we are playing good and they are playing terrible.
Yeah, they're
Like, I mean, I think they got
Yeah,
back
I
on
mean-
track, but I don't know.
we played good our last game.
Yeah, that's what
That's about it. Well, let's look into some stats about the team. LSU this is really interesting, and it makes complete sense. They're second in the SEC in passing. So overall, they're the second best passing team in the SEC. With that, they are also tied for the second lowest sacks allowed in the SEC, with Vanderbilt actually. So them and Vanderbilt have allowed the least amount of sacks in the SEC, which is kind of crazy that Vanderbilt is that good. But with that being said, they are last in the SEC in rushing. So clearly a very bipolar offense in terms of how they move the ball. They got to pass it. And if their passing game is stifled, LSU is terrible. Because if you can stop their passing game, their rushing game is the last in the SEC. So, yeah. I mean, we're honestly kind of in that same boat. Our passing game is the last in the SEC, and we're kind of just middle of the pack in terms of rushing. So LSU kind of beats us on the statistics in terms of rushing and passing, but I think a lot of that really doesn't matter anyways because, I mean, stats are just – numbers don't lie, but at the end of the day, like – I mean, if you look at last weekend, Bama beat us in both categories, total offense, total defense.
They did?
Or not total defense, but total offense for sure.
They beat us. What do you like?
I'm saying like
before?
overall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like during
yeah.
the game.
No.
I was like, we must have watched
Overall
a different one.
stats, Bama was just significantly
I got you.
better,
Yeah, that
and we
makes
spanked
sense.
them. So I don't know. Some interesting facts, though. They throw for 317 yards a game, rush for 117. They're averaging 28.6 points a game, averaging 7.5 yards per pass. So their passing game is just solid. But, yeah, we have the fourth overall defense in the SEC, fifth in the SEC in rushing defense. So that's like a good sign, I guess. But, yeah,
I mean, when you read
just
those off,
stats.
it makes it sound like a bad matchup for us, like really bad, because
Yeah.
our only thing that we can do is run the ball, and the only thing that they can defend, well, not the only thing they can defend, but they have run defense.
Yeah.
And what they do best is pass the ball. Well, we can't guard that. So they can guard our thing. We can't guard their thing.
Yeah.
However, I mean, obviously last week we saw something crazy, which is we did stop the pass, and they didn't even try to pass.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
who knows? But, yeah, I mean, matchup-wise, it doesn't seem good because Like literally right here, it says Brian Kelly.
Yeah.
It says that LSU must slow OU's new run-centric offense.
Mhm.
So you know that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing right now.
They're focused on it right now.
They're probably
Yeah.
practicing inside run right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
QB spy.
yeah.
That's what they're working on.
So it's gonna be tough because I mean they know exactly what we're gonna throw at them offensively, and so you're gonna have to. Joe John's gonna have to change it up, but how much can you change? I mean, like you already know that he threw everything in a bag of chips in the kitchen sink at Alabama.
Yep.
So it's like, what else does he have up his sleeve
Yeah.
to use on a game like this, especially one that doesn't matter? You know, the one that mattered was last week, and so he used it. He used all up. So we'll see what he can pull out this week.
I mean, obviously, Colby. I mean, I guess like both of you said, obviously we have to stop their pass, and I mean, Ryan Williams, obviously generational talent. We get that, but he's still on the smaller side for a like receiver that doesn't play like in the slot. He's still like, I mean, 6 foot,
Mm.
$100, 65 maybe. Kylan Lacaze, I think he might give us problems. Like it's just gonna be a really bad matchup. He's
How
like
big is
six, he's like 6'2", but I think he's like 2. Let's see, I can look. I bet he's like 2 something maybe. He's 213. And
not
you're putting
awful.
it's not awful, but
It's bigger than Eli Bowen.
that's
Oh,
I mean
yeah,
Eli
wow.
Bowen, his technique
Yeah.
and all that. He's a very good corner.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to put
Oh,
anything.
he's disgusting.
But there's a
Yeah.
point where you get it's just like you can't. It's like Theo Weiss. He literally could not do anything because Theo Weiss obviously he's 6'3",
Yeah.
but Kylan Lacaze's just gonna be bigger than him,
Yeah.
and he's probably gonna just be more physical than him. So I don't know. I never played DB, so I don't know all the technique around it. But it's just like it seems like he'll probably have his hands full.
Yeah. I don't know. Eli Bowen's interesting because he always seems to some extent, rise to the occasion.
Yeah, he does. No, that's fair.
Even with the size disadvantages that he has. And really, I mean, if we're just being honest here, he's going to be at a size disadvantage
All the
probably
time,
every
yeah.
game. Like, there's at 5'9", you're not seeing many 5'9" wideouts.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not the case. And he's been playing really well with that. So, I don't know, like the Theo Weiss ball, like you
Yeah.
said, like there's just nothing he can
Yeah.
do. But
I think it'll be about ball placement. If he's getting
Yeah.
50-50 balls thrown at him,
who knows? Yeah.
who knows? But
But Theo Weiss's ball is just like, that was just a perfect
yeah.
throw by Drew Pine. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how Eli matches up, but I think he's going to do really well. I mean,
Yeah.
his pick, and if you saw it,
You read it, yeah.
if you saw the pick, what I saw is that it looked like Jalen was trying to throw the ball upfield. So, like, obviously Eli got around the blocker, like
Yeah.
the wide receiver trying to block him. But then Eli Bowen caught it like that, like
Yeah.
he was running forward and caught it like behind him. What was Jalen doing? I don't even
I think what Brent Venables said is that
know what he was trying
they
to
had
do.
practiced that exact play, and Eli Bowen was really good in film and really good in practice,
Yeah.
and knew what was coming, and like literally overjumped it. He got
Yeah.
excited and like overjumped the play, and so he had to
Yeah.
literally like he went too
Yeah,
far on it
that's
and
fair.
had
Yeah.
to go back and grab it,
Yeah.
which is pretty funny and pretty impressive, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. That
But
getting
it's so
excited,
sick.
bro, because you.
Oh,
know,
yeah,
just,
you know,
you're like,
like,
I just jumped this
When
route.
you see the play
just-
formulating and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I saw the scouts do this. That's
Yeah.
got to be such a a moment like, oh, I'm about to blow this up.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, Eli Bowen, I think Venables talked about. He said he pointed out that the average NFL corner is under 6 foot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, if you're good, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so
Yeah.
I mean, 5'9" is 5'9", but it's not 5'4".
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's not out there like
Yeah.
literally massively undersized. He's in
Yeah.
that. He's
yeah,
got
he's
the
in that range.
so
Yeah. It's not
Yeah.
the worst thing in the world.
he's just been such a stick out for a freshman. It's just crazy. But I don't know. I mean,
He's nuts.
the thing is talented guys will do talented things, and so Kylan Lacaze is going to play well, and Eli Bowen's not going to be the only guy on him.
No, easy.
So he'll have his moments for sure, and I feel like probably our biggest weakness on offense is explosive plays.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so that's like one thing that Kylan Lacaze can definitely do to us is like, their offense might be stuck trying to get first downs based off of runs, and then all of a sudden he picks up 35, 45 yards.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's going to be one thing that hopefully the secondary steps up. I mean, we obviously saw him step up against Alabama, so, maybe that continues.
Because, I mean, looking at it, they have 4 receivers over 450 yards, and we have 1. Actually, we don't have any. So it's Bauer Sharp, and he has 320 yards. He's our leading receiver.
This guy at church told me that Bauer Sharp was his favorite receiver.
Oh, my God.
Because he's the most consistent receiver.
Oh,
and you know what's crazy? What's crazy is the stats.
Don't lie.
They don't lie.
Yeah, he has the most receptions because he gets the ball. I swear, that's who. We don't have anybody else.
Which is absurd. Like when he said that, I looked at him. I was like, and then I was like, wait a minute, he's not wrong.
If you ask ChatGPT who their favorite OU receiver was this year, it would be
Bauer
Sharp.
Because they would just go scan the
yeah. Bauer Sharp's playing great this year.
Yeah.
No. Who's the best receiver at OU? Yeah.
They're just gonna say Bauer Sharp,
which is just insane.
That's so frustrating.
I just think, I mean, like, it'll be crazy to see. I don't know I'm trying to think of the last team that just cooked us with the pass. Just bad all game.
Auburn.
For
yeah,
sure.
that's fair. Because, I mean, they're explosive play geniuses. So,
Auburn is so interesting. Auburn is so weird because I swear every year they beat a big team, but their final record is like 6-6 or 7-5.
So
like
they lose games they're not supposed to lose. Example, us. We should have not lost that game.
They always find a way to lose games, but they'll play Alabama and beat them, or and they should have beat them last year.
Yeah.
They got a 4th and 31 Hail Mary, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just insane, but yeah, it's just crazy. They find ways to lose games. Auburn finds ways to lose games.
But this game, I have a message for Jackson Arnold. This game is going to tell me everything I need to know if I'm back on the hater train or if I'm going to be nice to Jackson Arnold, if I will be his friend, his buddy. Because this is the night game of all night games right here. I think Death Valley is a top 3 hardest place to play.
If not the hardest.
If not,
place
yeah. I mean, I've never been to, I know Kyle Field, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares? But if he folds, I'm back on it. I'm marking it right here, November 27th. If he folds this weekend, I'm back on it that he's scared of the dark. So
the thing is like, I don't think he'll fold because we're not going to throw the ball. Like, we threw the ball 11 times against Bama. But he was 9 for 11. But if you look at the routes, it was slants. It was screens. It was shovel passes.
Yeah.
Shovel passes was like 2 of his completions.
Yeah. But I feel like we have to throw it. Because Brian Kelly, they're going to stop it like that.
I mean,
unless X is, I mean.
The thing is, though, is I think they're last in the SEC for, let me look it up again. I'm sorry, keep talking.
For run defense. I mean, that's fair. But if that's like the only thing you have to worry about, I feel like it's way easier. It's way easier to me.
Yeah,
if you know that the quarterback, he's not going to beat you with like some deep ball. I'm saying, hey, stack the box.
It's the Ollie Gordon situation.
Yeah.
But worse because we literally cannot pass for our freaking life. We cannot pass to save our life.
And, I mean, I don't even know who the starting receivers because now that Brennan Thompson's hurt. So, I mean.
It's probably Kearney. That's what they threw out last week.
I haven't even looked at the injury report. I haven't even seen it.
So
LSU. Oh, that's right.
LSU is 3rd to last in the SEC in rushing defense.
Who's behind them?
Florida and Mississippi State. And they are middle of the pack in passing defense. More so on the lower side. Bottom half.
Yeah.
Pack.
Well, passing defense is just kind of scrapped because you don't have to worry about it.
You don't have to.
You don't have to worry about it.
I mean, you could put 3 peanuts in coverage and they'd be like lockdown.
Yeah. It's really interesting setup because now our best thing on offense is our rushing. Their worst thing on defense is their rushing defense. Their best thing on offense is their passing. Our worst thing on our defense is our passing defense. So it's like their strengths and our weaknesses and our strengths and their weaknesses are perfect matchups.
Yeah.
So in a sense, this is the perfect matchup.
Perfect matchup.
of all perfect matchups.
Hmm.
Because their strengths perfectly align with our weaknesses, and our strengths perfectly align with theirs.
We're going so back and forth here.
Crazy.
But yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know. I just don't think like one-dimensional offense is just gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. There's literally no one to pass to out there. I mean, we lost literally the last guy that would have even played this year.
Yeah.
So, like in a no injury situation.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I can't imagine a situation where we're scoring tons and tons of points. But I mean, unless it's a miracle like last week.
Turnovers. I mean, Nussmeier, I didn't think he was great at the beginning of the season, but now, I mean, I'd take him like this.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
take him like this.
Oh,
He has
yeah.
almost 3,500 passing yards.
His stats are
Like 23 tutties, 11 picks.
They're
Pretty much 2-1. I mean, it's not. It's
they're
not
throwing
the worst.
well. I mean, 317 of passing yards per game
That's insane.
is nuts. We haven't seen that all season.
And then
So-
their running back, I want to say he might be a better or their linebacker. Let's say like Whit Weeks or something. He has something. Let's see. What is
Whit
his name?
Weeks.
It's literally like Whit Weeks.
Whit Weeks.
He's got
Whit Weeks.
99 tackles.
Golly.
Now, Danny Stutzman has 100, so that'll be a nice little matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Fire.
Looking at it, I mean,
And Harold Parkins.
100 tackles on the year
Yeah.
for Danny.
he's hit that I think like the last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
So he's averaging like 10 a
He's
game.
like he has like 300 and almost 70 tackles in his career.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
So he's averaging 10 a game this year.
Yeah.
About ish. A little less.
Probably more.
10 times 10 is 100.
But
Yeah, but he's played 11 games, so probably like 9 tackles a game. That
So less
seems
than
so
10.
low. I feel like he comes up with like 15 tackles some games.
then other games. Too.
Well, maybe that's what's weird because that's happened several times
Mm-hmm.
where he's had 15 or 20 tackles a game.
yeah.
Maybe there's games where he has like 4 or 5. I don't know. But
I mean, probably. I mean, I feel like you have to. Obviously, every game
Yeah.
you can't roll out 15 tackles. I mean,
but
yeah.
that's interesting.
He only had 4 versus Alabama, and he had 19 versus Missouri.
Yeah. So it's kind of.
It was like 6 versus
Yeah.
Maine, 9 versus Ole Miss,
Yeah.
16 versus South Carolina.
So he's averaging 9 a game. Yeah. That's
he just
crazy.
goes to have low, and then it'll just jump up like that,
Yeah.
which is
He's 1 sack, 41 solo tackles, 59 assists.
that's crazy. He only had 4 tackles. I swear I saw him. I guess it was just that one to start the game. That was the one that like was
Yeah.
just like, oh, whoa.
That was his 1 solo. And
He had 124 tackles in 2022 in the bad year. That's crazy. I don't remember.
Bro was the only guy on defense.
Yeah,
that is nuts, actually. He was a sophomore.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
God, that's.
Well, good for him.
I don't know how we got him under Lincoln, but hey,
Well, wasn't he a 3-star?
he's 4.
He was 4-star?
Yeah,
Okay,
But I just
okay.
thought he was gonna be a goober. I mean, because he was. Look, he was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
straight a clown.
Yeah.
And then, like, look at his picture, bro. Like,
He's got dreadlocks.
He's
no,
got dreadlocks.
He's got the braids, bro. The braids. That is.
That's so funny.
But he's a dog.
That's
He's a dog.
hilarious.
Dude.
That's funny.
But yeah, I don't anticipate a whole lot from our off. I'm not expecting to see anything. I don't know. I think we could judge. I think this is a good judge game for Jackson because it's like if you can't pull even a little bit of life out of this game and find a way to win,
Yeah.
then what are we doing? But
What are we
it's
doing?
tough for him. I mean, it's just not to go back to it, but like it is just so. I mean, he's literally on wide receiver 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
8, 9, 10. That is who he's throwing to. That is bonkers. And he's technically handing the ball off to like running back 5,
Yeah.
like at the beginning of the
yeah.
year.
Yeah.
It's
Crazy.
insane what is going on. Just insane.
But I mean, I guess I'm basing it. This is probably one of the toughest places to play, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can pull, even if we come out of here with a loss, but it looks like he knows what he's doing, I'd be like, hey,
If Jackson Arnold wins versus LSU with wide receiver 8, 9, 10 and running back 5, who's technically running back 1,
yeah,
I mean, he's our quarterback.
yeah,
No
I can't
doubt in
even
my
hate on. I
mind.
really cannot.
You
hate
cannot
on
hate on that
Yeah, I
whatsoever
can't.
because he's
Yeah.
literally pulling a win out of nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nobody in the portal that could do that. Very few people in the country that could do something like that. So,
Well, that's the tricky thing is that sets up like an interesting scenario for him because if he wins, right, he's our quarterback. And you just said like that is going to be difficult for any quarterback to do with the situation that he has. But if he loses, what does that mean? Because pretty much what we're putting him into this box of, if you win, you're no doubt quarterback, but you have this insane situation that if you put in Dylan Gabriel in, it's still incredibly difficult for him to win. But if you lose, then we're still questionable if you're a quarterback. So I'm just saying that's a really hard position to be in for Jackson.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you could put anybody back there.
I guess I'll go.
It's just a crazy,
to piggyback off him. Like, even if it's like he's putting the ball and they're just dropping the ball, or if he, or something like that, then that's not him. But I'm saying if it's like the old Jackson Arnold where the ball is just falling out of his hand, then I'm like, all right, you gotta go.
I think it's based off like his solo performance.
His performance, like if he's overthrowing, underthrowing, whatever, just like, oh, I can't get used to the receivers
throwing it out of bounds on fade routes, like not even a chance.
Like, okay, obviously, if DG came in here, it would be hard for him. You said, like it would be hard for anybody.
DG would crumble under this system because all the line of scrimmage stuff blows up. There's no way we would succeed because he doesn't. Yeah, there's no way DG would succeed in this system. No. Not at all. His whole game plan, his whole game style would not work under this.
Quick pocket passer. That's what DG is.
But now he learned how to throw the deep ball for some reason. I keep seeing edits.
Where did that come from?
And the ball is beautiful.
Where did that
looks
come
like
from?
Michael Penix.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right.
It's like he's got that arm strength for it now. Like he would throw the deep ball to OU, but it would be short. Like we'd have receivers come back and have to catch it. But he seemed
people
to air it out, and it's in stride. I'm like,
bro, what is those cleats? What did Phil Knight put on cleats?
Bro hit the plyos.
Bro hit the Jaeger bands. Golly.
Yeah. Well, that's all I really got to talk about for OULSU. Just kind of a not the most exciting game in the world.
No.
Yeah.
I'm excited to travel to it, go see it with the boys.
Yeah.
JJ coming along.
It'll be fun.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun game.
Yeah.
Got to find out a place to eat. Probably just going to be
McDonald's.
Yeah, something simple.
McDonald's. Yeah, we're leaving, I think, at 6:30 a.m. on Saturday. It's a 9-hour drive.
Are we taking the Texas route? Because we could stop at In-N-Out for a little lunchy.
I think you got to go through
I think
Texas.
you go through Texas.
Yeah, you have to go through
But
Texas.
if we get, by the time we get to In-N-Out, that'll be 8:30 in the morning.
2 hours in?
Two and a half.
2.5 hours in?
Yeah.
But
so 9?
Because you got to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be in Louisiana.
9 a.m. In-N-Out.
They open at 10.
Bro, no.
I know this because I ate at 10 o'clock at In-N-Out.
God, bro, no, that's ridiculous.
I know this from experience.
That's insane.
Yeah, they open at 10 o'clock.
That is actually insane.
Wait, mark my words. Wait, check. Just
no, trust me, I believe you.
No, I want to know if I'm right. I'm gonna look this up for myself. Is In-N-Out open? In-N-Out.
Look that up.
In-N-Out, Texas. My bad.
We need Jamie, man.
Okay. So what about the one in Denton? We do need a Jamie, man.
We could go to one that's closer to the.
Okay. They open at 10:30. I'm sorry.
10:30. Wow. That's disappointing.
I know.
I'm very disappointed in you.
Yeah. Terrible. So, is that the route to? Let's see. 9 hours and 12 minutes. Good. Golly.
This is the reason that
we wanted to fly.
My life.
We were going to fly, but flights to Baton Rouge are for some reason absurd.
We had to go to Lafayette,
so
pay $340.
Airlines, like, let's figure it out. Why is it $338 to fly to Baton Rouge?
It's a small airport.
Like, lock in.
A small airport to a small airport is just.
It's brutal. Yeah, and even New Orleans was like over 300. I'm like,
it's not necessarily
what are we doing here? It's bigger than Lafayette.
Yeah, true. I don't know. It's just. The thing with flying is, and this is what I've discovered with, it's just like sometimes with a 9-hour drive, it's worth it for sure. But like on those like 6-hour drives, sometimes it's not even worth it because you don't even think about like the time you spend in security, the time you spend boarding the plane, the time you spend like the plane just sitting there. It's like the travel time almost ends up being the same on those like shorter routes. This one, though, is a clear driver or a clear flyer.
Yeah.
But It
But
sucks. It's literally gonna suck. That is the only thing to say about it. It's literally just gonna suck.
drive's gonna suck.
The
So-
worst one will be the one back on Sunday, knowing that it's just gonna be Monday the next day.
Yeah, probably
Like we're gonna get back. Like what time do we think we're getting back?
I'm
Well-
an early person. I'm ready to get on that road.
If we leave at like 8,
Yeah, but we're getting back to that hotel like 12. That's fair. Leave at 8. So we're getting back
Probably
in like 10 hours. So 6
probably at the earliest.
at the earliest 6.
Probably at the earliest. Kylan's gonna lose his mind in the car.
We're gonna lose our mind. I'm getting so bored. So yeah.
Why would I
That's Kylan in the front seat.
You've never seen me. Why would I do that? Bro, just made me sound like a.
You got that outlet in the back of your car though, right?
Yeah, but
I do. I have a plug-in.
I'll bring a power strip.
Oh, bet. Oh, my. Bro's car is going to be tough. This truck
I don't
is-
know if you can plug a power strip. I have like a 24 volt maximum.
Let's see. Well, I'm gonna do the math on it because
Bro's truck is going to
on the bus we had a computer monitor and the Xbox running NCAA in the back.
Well, I do know you can do that, but my truck is old enough where it has like the yellow and red plugs. Anyways,
Oh, yeah.
we're getting off track.
Well, no, we can just bring
The
a
adapter or
computer
whatever.
monitor.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, but I'm saying like
For audio. and
I'm
video.
saying that you could
Yeah.
do that. Like it has the power capacity to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So,
It'd be fire.
but at that point, probably nobody's charging their phones because it's pulling all the power from the engine.
What's 24 volt? 24 volt.
Yeah.
Sponsor.
We'll have to look.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll do the math. We got off topic.
Sorry, guys.
Well, I
Let's look
wasn't. I thought we were trying to talk about travel.
Oh.
Oh.
Do we have anything else to talk about for OU LSU?
LSU fans, I want to talk about that. We posted, and we got some mixed reviews.
Listen. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
No.
interrupt you.
You know,
I
it
just
was
have some
about how
comments
we're
for
gonna wear our all black and we're gonna be real discreet about our fanness or whatever the word is. And they're like, no, come on down. We won't hurt you. And anyone that says we won't hurt you, they're gonna hurt us.
I don't trust him.
I don't trust it. I really
Listen,
don't.
I saw one guy comment. He said, oh, wait, we might be thinking of a different guy. But he said, come down. We going to treat you good. Talk a little smack. We'll get you some shrimp boil on the way back. And I was like, what's in that shrimp boil? What are you putting in my shrimp boil? He said, we're going to have nobody going to hurt you. Is that the one you're thinking of?
No, it was hidden. It was hidden. Let me see if I can find it. It's literally like hidden. TikTok hid the comment.
Wow.
Let me go read it again. Keep talking.
Yeah,
Because
but-
it was crazy.
Well, the thing is, I've looked up and I looked at the TikTok comments and I was like, okay, these guys maybe aren't that bad, but literally every fan base we have visited this year has said LSU has the worst fans in the SEC. The worst fans. I'm gonna take their word for it. So I'm.
It's just we're shanking y'all.
I didn't know that was a comment.
Just like
Yeah.
definitely shank him. Like this is crazy. Like I don't know. Yeah, I'm wearing all black.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm
Imagine somebody from like saw our TikTok
and
and then who if we are and they're like, "Hey, are you one of them Boomer Backfield Bubba boy?"
Yep.
absolutely not.
Yeah. I've heard like pour beer down you,
Yeah.
I think
spit on you.
we were talking to Blake and he was like Rice and he was like, yeah.
That
Somebody
the
threw-
shank.
Or that's
That was
right,
the
yeah,
Shank
that was
story.
And then I heard someone like
Yeah.
they like a bottle full of just pee and they just threw it on, bro. I said, no, that would be it. That's when I'd lose it. My
I
family's
lose it,
from
but at the same
Louisiana
time, it's
too,
like
bro.
I don't want to spend the night in the freaking county jail with a bunch of Louisiana crackheads and then be stuck in Louisiana for more time. It's like you're just in a lose-lose scenario.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, we're discreet. We just get up on out of there.
Yeah,
After the
that's
game,
my
yes.
game plan is to
We're
not
not
interact.
like when we booked. We're not even staying in Baton Rouge.
Yeah,
We need to book that today.
Yeah,
bro.
I know.
we need to literally just not
Get up
interact
out of
with a
there.
single
Get up out of
soul.
Baton Rouge.
We need to put a Louisiana license plate on your truck, bro, or something.
Oh.
Because they're gonna.
Oh.
He's probably gonna get.
First
Pee.
tires gonna
We
be.
need to park somewhere and I
You're
need
gonna
to
be
back
on-
up as close as I can to like a bush or something.
You're gonna be on bricks. Cinder blocks. You're gonna take your tires.
Oh no.
Toast. They're literally
The tires are gonna act like they're sitting in the cinder blocks.
You're gonna be on cinder blocks, bro. 4 cinder blocks.
Wait, I
4
didn't even
alligator
think.
heads. That's what you're gonna be on.
Oh
Bro.
god.
4
Truck's
shrimp
cooked,
bowls,
buddy.
4 pots. Truck's gonna be sitting on them, bro.
I wonder if
Boiling.
I still. I might bring my California license plate and switch it after we park.
Dude, that might not be better.
Yeah, California. Yeah, I don't know.
It'd be better than Oklahoma.
That's fair. I would just back up as close as you can.
I'm gonna bring it. Just in
Bring
case.
it, but yeah, I'd hope y'all are better than that. I hope y'all are better than that.
That's facts.
Than the key.
That is
That's crazy.
actually
Over college football, is crazy.
Unbelievable that
we're
we're
like-
even thinking about this.
It's just what we've heard.
That's terrible.
It's just what we've heard.
Yeah, Chris told me that they have the worst fans in the world.
So my mom's like, my
'Cause-
mom's boss said that.
Yeah, he saw them at a bowl game one year. Like, I guess, I don't know. Not the 19,
Yeah.
but years before that. And he said they're just horrible. So I'm like, golly, dude.
Hey, that's the SEC. That's what they do.
Louisiana's just the freaking Wild West. You got Gators. You got people.
Do they got gators?
What? Like
The-
in just in the wild?
is it crocodiles or gators down there?
It's gators. Crocodiles are like saltwater, aren't they? Or wait, I don't even.
I don't know.
I know they have gators.
Well, yeah.
Alligator hunting season.
Oh boy.
Alligator hunting season.
Crap.
They have a hunting season for alligators. That's unbelievable.
Okay, so Louisiana does not have crocodiles; they have gators.
They have gators. All right. Let's
That's
get into
crazy.
around the world.
Golly.
All right, it's a really big one, other than us. For you.
It is a pretty
Pretty huge.
exciting weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, so huge Big 12 championship game. I can't tell you if this is actually gonna like decide the Big 12 championship, like who goes in there or not, because nobody knows. But
West
it's
Virginia could
definitely
get
a
in.
big one. Kansas State versus
Did they actually?
hmm
Wow.
They actually have a chance.
yeah. Well, it's like
If
Seven-
all these
Yeah.
things happen.
7 games
They
have
could
to
get
go
in, yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Like Oklahoma State has to beat Colorado on the road. So
Jeez.
Kansas State at Iowa State, the big one.
Uh-oh. He's doing it.
I gotta look up the rankings.
Oh. I was like, uh-oh.
I think it's whoever wins this goes.
Yeah, so it's
Right?
24 at 18. Iowa State's currently second. Kansas State's currently sixth in Big 12 rankings. So
Would they jump Baylor?
Kansas State,
Yeah.
if they won, I mean, if they lost, yeah, if Baylor lost.
Colorado's. Oh yeah, because they're 8-3.
I mean, all
Or
these
conference.
teams would. I mean, it would be.
Okay.
It
Okay.
would take a lot of, but
Golly.
it's a huge game for both teams.
Yeah.
So yeah. Thoughts?
I haven't gone first in a while. So
Yeah.
I'll predict.
Kansas State, Iowa State. What are you thinking?
What is this called? The
Probably.
Farmageddon.
Oh, my
Farmageddon.
gosh.
That's what this game is called.
That's actually kind of funny. Farmageddon. I'm going Kansas State.
Okay.
I'm going K-State 26. Iowa State 20.
Nice. Last year, this game was the last week of the season, and it was snowed out.
That's crazy.
It was so sick.
That's dope.
This is one of those NCAA matchups you get, bro.
Yes.
It's like K-State
Yeah.
versus Iowa State. It's just like, what are you doing?
Last year it snowed out. Kansas State pulled it out super late. I think it was like maybe even overtime. It was a great game. I think Iowa State's going to come back. I think Matt Campbell's a great coach. So I'm going to go 20-26 Iowa State.
That's crazy.
That's unbelievable.
That's insane.
Yeah. I think Kansas State's gonna win. I think their quarterback's really good. I don't know much about their season because I don't really care. But after seeing their record and what they do, just overall they look good. But Iowa State is a dang good football team too. So
Scrappy.
it's not. I mean, Iowa State was undefeated for what 8-0 till they were 9-0, 8-0, one of the two.
9, yeah.
I don't know. Iowa State's a really good football team, but you know what? Actually, I'm taking Iowa State here.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm taking Iowa State here. Give me 24, Kansas State 20.
All right, next up is South Carolina Clemson. I'm very excited about this game. I think this will be a really good game.
This is gonna be sick.
This
And
is one that
potentially,
we will be watching in the car.
if Carolina wins, some crazy things could happen.
Yeah.
And Carolina could get in the playoff.
Absolutely. They are absolutely alive for the playoff.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if they knock out Clemson, because Clemson is in the playoff right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is a playoff game for both teams.
Yeah.
It's not guaranteed for either team, but it is a possibility for both.
So let's go down the hypothetical. If Alabama wins this weekend, which they probably will because they're playing at home for the Iron Bowl, and Carolina wins,
so
who's in?
Alabama is 2 spots higher in the CFP
Yeah,
rankings.
They're 13, right?
So the question is, does this win over Clemson look that much better than a win over Auburn? Probably. They'd probably jump them, but it also depends on what happens in the ACC championship game.
Yeah.
It depends on, I mean, like, both teams could get in theoretically.
Yeah.
Ridiculously, but yeah, I mean,
Unbelievable.
Truly, I don't think anyone has a clue. But
Disappointing that it's an 11 a.m. game because this is a game that I lived in South Carolina for a year, and this is a huge, huge game to them. So bummer that that's an 11 a.m. game.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. All right. Let's do this one. Kind of what you got.
Personally, I think Clemson's kind of still on that fraudulent vibe. They've currently played one ranked team. It was Georgia, and they got beat by 31.
Yeah.
And then their other losses to unranked Louisville, and they low-key got waxed. They got lost by 12.
Yeah.
South Carolina, I mean, looking at them right now, they've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 currently ranked teams, and they've lost to 3 out of those 5. So, I mean, looking at it, it's not much, but the number 10 team, Texas A&M, waxed them.
Yeah.
So
by 24.
Yeah. So I think, honestly, South Carolina's a better team. So I'm going South Carolina, even though it's Clemson at home. They just played the Citadel. South Carolina just played Wofford. So, I mean, you're both coming off both non-con, trash, buns, team. Yeah, pretty much bye weeks. So, give me South Carolina. I think they're just dogs, honestly. South Carolina's just grimy, just dogs.
Yeah.
I'm going to go South Carolina 30. Clemson 19.
Here's what I'll say. I'll go ahead. South Carolina is not afraid to play on the road. And their last 7 games, their road games, lost to Alabama by 2, beat Oklahoma by 26, beat Vanderbilt 28-7. So out of their 4 road games, they've lost. Their last 4 road games, they lost 1, and that was to Bama. South Carolina looks really good. Their D-line is insane. I think Clemson is putting it together with their offense, with Cade Klubnik and Garrett Riley. They're starting to finally find their groove a little bit. But I think South Carolina is picking up steam at the perfect time. They've won their last 5 games. Their last loss was Alabama by 2. And before that, they lost to Ole Miss. They got spanked. But they've really picked up some momentum the last 5 weeks or so, with 2 ranked wins. I think Vanderbilt and Texas A&M at the time, they were ranked wins. 3, actually. Texas A&M, Vanderbilt, and Mizzou. So they look really good. I'm taking Carolina here, and I'm going to say with the environment, I don't think it's going to be a very high-scoring game, but I love my score 24-16. South Carolina. On the road.
It's like 29-18. South Carolina.
You're such a bum.
Bro, come on. Terrible.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Texas A&M, man.
Texas A&M.
I really hate both teams. I really do. So, but I hate Texas even more. So, give me Texas A&M. Never mind. I want to win. This is deeper,
Yeah.
it's deeper than this.
About
It's
to
deeper than this. Never mind. I don't care. Give me Texas 34.
Ooh-wee.
Actually, no. Give me Texas 27.
There's a score that I can work with.
Texas A&M. I'm going Texas A&M 15.
Okay.
You go ahead.
All right. I'll take them 28-14.
You're ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
You're so ridiculous,
That's
bro.
ridiculous.
Where's the copier? Tell you.
That's what you get for going first, buddy.
Y'all call me the
Crazy.
copier.
No, bros.
No,
That's
bro's
crazy.
the copier. Well, I'm going to do something different here because I really don't care about winning, and I want to have some fun. I think at home – no, I don't care about winning this.
Oh.
I don't care. I want to have some fun here. I think at home, Texas A&M, SEC championship on the line. Night game. First game against Texas, and who knows when? How long?
It's been a while.
I think A&M pulls it out. I think Kyle Field is rocking, losing their absolute minds.
Yeah.
This is Texas's first ranked game that they've played in since Georgia. And they got spanked by Georgia. I'm not saying that Texas isn't good, and they're not. I don't think they're fraudulent by any means. But I think that this is really the toughest test, and I would argue this is a tougher test than Georgia because they're on the road at Kyle Field. So I think this is their toughest test all season. And I think Texas falls and crumbles. I think A&M pulls out the win. Now, with that being said, I don't think it's a blowout, but I do think Texas A&M wins the game, and I hope that they do because I can't stand. I hate both teams. I hate Texas more. So I want to take A&M. Texas defense really good. Give me A&M 20. Texas 17.
All right. LSU at Oklahoma. Or right, Oklahoma at LSU. What do we think?
Give me A&M, dude. I want them to win so bad. I wish we could watch that game. We probably will.
Same time.
Probably have our phone up.
2-0. Go ahead, Spencer. What's your score?
Are you locking that in?
No.
Okay.
His brother's gonna say 3-0.
I probably would.
That's I just don't think. I don't think we're gonna 2 weeks in a row for this team playing well. I'm doubtful, but give me OU. I'm back on the train. The BV has got back into my mind, and he's made me have hope again. Give me OU 23. LSU 17.
Okay.
Don't do it.
I gotta think about it. I might switch it up on you. Might go opposite of you. I don't know. I think it's tough to say. I just don't see us finding much offense this game. Like, I don't see another 240-yard rushing game.
Yeah.
The defense, however, really could do a lot of damage again, but as much damage as we did to Bama, where we had 2 interceptions or 3 interceptions, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's really going to come down to, do we win the turnover margin? Because we have 3 interceptions versus Bama, but we just don't get any interception or any of these turnovers for like 6 weeks straight. It felt like we were getting barely any turnovers, and we were fumbling the ball 3 times a game. So it's like, that's what it's going to come down to. I do think that we have some mistakes this game, but I think they might be a little confident. And confidence affects stuff like that. So I think I'll take OU. I'll take 16-13.
That's good. Yeah, emotion has a big factor in how you play football. And Brent Venables said last past week that OU's win against Alabama was not a fluke. I believe him. I think that this is the first time all year that they actually put all 3 pieces together. I've said that. Offense, defense, special teams. However, when have they played like that all year? So in a sense, it is a fluke because they haven't played like that all year. Consistently, they have played with not getting turnovers on defense and fumbling the ball or throwing the interceptions most of the year. I think that what we saw versus Alabama is the peak of what OU could have been this season. And in my opinion, if we played like that all year, we'd probably be undefeated right now. I don't think we lose to a single team with how we played against Alabama. I think we literally could beat anybody in the country with how we played on Saturday. But I don't think that continues, because you don't go from fumbling the ball all the time, throwing picks, and not getting any turnovers to within a week, now all of a sudden you're playing at your peak. Like, that just doesn't happen. I hope it does, but that does not happen.
Yeah.
So I think OU will find a way to squeeze it out, and I'm going to put my hope in them. It will not be the Alabama performance, though, because you look at Alabama, it was senior night. Everybody picked OU to lose. Fans were giving a lot of hate to the team, including us.
Yes.
BV's, wife is going through this hard thing. There's a lot of emotion surrounding that game that I think that influenced why we played so good. I don't think it was just, our coaching was 10 times better the bye week. It was an emotion game. So, and there's no emotion with this game, just like we've talked about.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some emotion for the seniors that this is their last regular season game, but
Dude, I did not think about that.
this doesn't.
This is their senior night.
But this doesn't have emotion for OU, But anyways, I think actually OU loses here.
I'm about to say I kind of changed my mind. I changed my mind.
Because with senior night at LSU,
Dang it.
yeah. I don't want to be the only guy on this podcast to pick LSU, but I will. I'll do it.
I'll change with you.
It's locked in.
Yeah, you got to lock it in. I'm picking, and I hate to do this because I love OU, and I'm sorry, guys, but I need to do it. Give me LSU, and I'm taking them 27. And I think we actually put up some points here, though. 20. I think OU puts up some points. And let me be very clear with this score. That is not a doubt of wavering belief in this team. I think that what they showed against Alabama was incredible. But I think almost the exact same stakes are at hand for LSU, and they're at home. And it's a different environment. So
We're cooked.
I think I take LSU.
Kylan, we're cooked.
I hate to say that. I want to pick OU,
I
but
didn't even think about it.
but it's their senior night.
Yeah, it is.
And they don't want to lose at home under the lights.
That's almost exactly Vegas' score, too.
Yeah.
Jeez.
We're probably
So-
cooked there.
That's all right.
Yeah.
All right.
With that, guys, thank you for listening to the podcast. If you still are, have an amazing Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We appreciate you guys. We're thankful for you. And we will continue to deliver the best content we possibly can. So, thanks, everybody.
Peace.